Welcome back to Style Bites, and we're here with Ross Bennett from Austin, our rising star designer with Fashion Star on NBC. And a lot of people have not been through this, and I figured just in case folks want to see how this all works, you know, if you have a husband and you've been with him for the suit process, you may have seen this before, but I would love for you to run through it for everybody.
Sure.
Okay.
So there's all different things. Depending on what you're buying, depends on what measurements we take. Obviously, I'm not going to do a suit fitting right now because that's like 45 measurements. So you know, that takes a lot of time. But like for simple dresses, I'll ask you know what kind of dress you want. Let's just use like a one shoulder, for example, right now. We'll go with something like that because a lot of people are looking for one shoulder. So for example,
on trend.
Erin will sit over here with her book, or I'll sit there with the book, and we'll start taking measurements. So the first, and I like to work from top to bottom. So I'll come in here and I'll go from your neck, I'll come out to your shoulder. We've got a 6-inch measurement, so I'll know that on my pattern, from the neckline to the shoulder, we need 6 inches, and then I'll be able to figure out where we want to drop it.
Okay.
So from there, then we'll come over here and say, okay, I know that 2 inches down is where I'm going to start it. So we're going to then figure out this measurement all the way down to over here, which is where the pattern's going to drape.
Okay.
So we say, okay, we know this is going to be 18 inches to the underneath the armpit.
Okay.
So I know that measurement now, so mark that. Then we'll come in and go like this, and we'll take your bust measurement.
And my clients will know that these are called horizontal measurements, so that when we go through the process for body styling, we take vertical measurements and we take horizontal measurements because we're 3D.
Got it. Got it.
So we do the same thing.
Nice.
Okay.
So we've got that measurement, and then we would take your under bust measurement too.
Okay. Which is right under the bra.
Correct.
Right? Okay.
And so then we get that measurement, and then we move down, and we would take your natural waist measurement.
And that's where the waist bends.
Correct. And then we would take your lower waist measurement, which is right about at the top of your hips.
Okay, so my hip bones are about here.
Okay, so like
I'm very long-waisted.
Yes, you are. So then we take your hip measurement, and then we take your exterior hip, your widest hip measurement.
Okay, so see where this is, everyone?
It's basically right at where the ball of your joint, right where your hip bone kind of pops out.
Okay.
Exactly. And that also covers the backside and everything like that. And then you take this measurement here underneath the butt.
Now look how detailed we are. We're actually getting a silhouette out of these measurements as we work our way down.
Exactly. Now, depending on the length of the dress we're going to go, we will keep going farther and farther and farther.
To the knee, to the ankle, what have you.
Correct. The next way we go is, now that we've got all of your horizontal measurements, we're now going to take your verticals.
Okay.
So then now we'll start from up the top. And so we go from here, and we know that from, it's called the middle of your collarbone right here, we're going to go from the collarbone, we're going to go down to your belly button. And take that measurement. And then from here underneath, we'll go from here down to the side to your natural waist. We take that measurement.
Okay.
And then on the back side, you know, we still have to figure out from your shoulder. We take this measurement because we didn't take it before. We
right,
would
because
take
we're
this
doing
normally.
because we're doing the one shoulder.
Right. We would normally take this measurement when we did all the horizontals, but I'm just stepping back one.
Right.
Because we forgot that. And then from here, you go down. So what I've taken now, before even getting to the skirt, is I've taken all your horizontal measurements for your top, and now I've taken all the vertical measurements for your bodice, so that I've got how long you are, how wide you are, in all the spots.
Okay. And once you come up with a design, are we finished with our measurements?
You would take 2 more measurements. You would take from the side seam down to your knee.
Okay.
And then, because of everyone has a backside, you take it from here and then down to here. So what that does is it gives you the curve of your center back over your backside, and then it gives you
Got it. So we don't end up with it's too big in the waist and too small in the hips, and so on and so forth that we all experience. Okay, so once you take the measurements and you figure out the design of the garment, about how long does it take? And I know, for instance, here we're talking about a dress. So how long would something like that take, a one-shoulder dress?
So the one that we just constructed would probably take from start to finish 3 to 4 weeks. Now that includes a second fitting. Now if you live in Austin, things are a lot easier.
Right.
Because I can meet with you any day during the week. Right. On the weekends, you know, but if you live out of town and you're not willing to come see me, I can really only get to you on weekends. So it takes a little bit longer. But turnaround time is anywhere, depending on the complexity of the cocktail dress, 3 to 5 weeks.
Okay.
Is what it takes.
So for a typical cocktail dress that you're selling right now, what is the average price range that you see a lot of people coming in at?
$595 to $1,000.
$595 to $1,000. Okay, for a custom-made dress. Now, when we think about how much people are spending on dresses in the department stores or the boutiques, that then they have to pay for alterations and so on and so forth. We're really talking about, this is very in line with what you're going to be paying for that, except this is made specifically for you. It's a unique piece.
And people are also now shopping so much online, they're waiting a week to 2 weeks anyway to get it, and then it's not even guaranteed it's going to fit, and then they're going to have to take it to a tailor again.
That's right. And the biggest problem that we have with shopping online is that a lot of times the colors and the prints don't look the same when they arrive. And so this is a guaranteed way of making sure that you're getting what you think you're going to get.
Correct.
Excellent. Well, thank you so much for going through that process and for sharing it with me.
Yes.
Ross, I hope to see you again soon.
Yes, I would love it.
And wish you the best of luck, and please join us again sometime.
I will, anytime.
Thank you. Thank
You're
you.
welcome.
Thanks again, and that is a wrap with another Style Bite. Have a great day.